Friends and neighbors, happy Saturday, Tesweegie at the desk, where he has been for altogether too long this week. Because of work, which actually truncated my previous stream session here, and which forced me to be super tired on Wednesday for Warriology. That was an 83-hour week from Saturday through to yesterday. So, yeah, glad that I am out of the woods on that. At least for the weekend. Who knows what Monday will hold. And I'm hanging around on this screen in particular because I wanted to do a little bit of a programming note before we get underway today. This is the 69th episode of the Stampede, which means that if I continue to do one episode per Saturday, right around the time when Out of the Park 23 is supposed to launch, usually they drop it in late March. That's, yes, Hockey Pizza Oreos, nice. That should be the 75th episode of the Saturday Stampede, and that seems like an excellent point to move away from the Stampede and into the Starlight. I may have a couple surprises up my sleeve for that episode. Now, I know what you're wondering, how did you fit 75 episodes into what is only a calendar year? Simple. I indulged myself. You remember Self-Indulgence Week and the occasional long weekend where I've done a couple streams over the holidays. So that's how we managed to get 75 episodes in, and I'm still debating what kind of a role the Stampede is going to have going forward, because I feel bad about leaving guys like Juan Andreu and Seiji Taguchi and those folks behind. They're good kids. We should be rewarding them. So today, we are going to play through the rest of the 2036 season. We're going to get to the Japan Series. We're hopefully going to win the Japan Series. And we are going to get some perfect team in. And some point in the middle of it all, I will find time to do the third and potentially final edition of We Get Stuff in the Mail. One other thing I'd like to do, for those of you who have followed the Stampede for a while, is to start to get a sense of which players you'd like to remember, because I'm going to do some sort of a presentation on the 75th episode showing, we're going to remember some guys. I mean, the obvious names would be Jitsuo, Oscar Bleep and Munoz, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but maybe there's some other guys like Yuki Sato or Ryo Ota that you wanted to highlight. We're going to see who's won awards. We're going to see who's climbed the leaderboards on the team history. And yes, I am just stalling for time until Gorgo shows up. Speaking of players who are doing well, Jerry Lish, kinda having a season. This is his best so far. Batting 4th in the league. I mean, Junjiro Matsumoto, it seems to be having a season for the ages for the Spirit. Suehiro is on pace for another MVP season, to no one's surprise. And I feel bad about it, but I think I may let Dave Gold walk. I mean, 2.7 mil, that was good. Now he wants 3.8. Because I wouldn't mind bringing up Bockhorn back from the minors. I wouldn't mind giving Kazuya Ota more playing left. So where we left off, we kind of ran away with the Pacific League again. Interesting playoff chase there for the next two spots. The Spirit have turned into a good team. Basically on offense, Hiromasa Ito, Junro Minami with that power bat, old friend and actual non-fictional player Kento Watanabe is having himself, well, probably one of the last seasons of his career, but hey, he's having a good one. So maybe we shouldn't have done the trade for Shinjiro Okuma? I mean, we did. The guy we traded, Junzo Ishii, is in their setup role and seems to be having himself a good go. There's the Eagles, who have spent a lot of money and kind of forgot to build up their pitching staff. They're balanced. Again, some familiar faces in Mayuhiko Shinomiya. We almost traded for Doi, and we didn't. We instead got Kaito Kozono, and oh yeah, he hasn't been that good. I was taking a look at the wins above replacement between streams, and he's a minus 0.5 so far. But where the Eagles lead in terms of offense is up at the top with Sugai, Kishimoto, Paramo. Lots of on-base and singles potential there. The Lions aren't too far back in the race. Complete with old friends Oscar Colas, or old enemies Oscar Colas, Brandon Whitefield. We've seen these guys plenty. And the Bears, who we're going to be playing to start off today's stream, are in the mix as well. Former Buffalo Mitsugu Matsuda, Suehiro, who is just dangerous, like permanent on the pitch around button. And the ageless Tyler Austin at age 44. Still going at NPB. This is his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th team in NPB. And that includes return stints with both the Bay Stars, where he started his NPB career, and the Lions, where he had a single season. Guy put up 3.6 wins above replacement in his age 42 season. What? And I cannot stress this enough, the hell. Anyways, I'm not willing to dally too much more. Let's get into the opening lineup for today's game. Our opposing pitcher is Nobuhito Sakata. Not the top of the Bears rotation, so we're going to get their back half, and we're going to go with our 3-4-5. As for our starters, well, you'll just have to wait and see, won't you? It's a home game, which means we are going to do our usual lineup announcement. Please enjoy, everyone. Ima, kore ga Buffalo's no stutamen desu. And now the starting lineup for your Oryx Buffaloes. 1番ファースト森下統一背番号10 Batting second, the left fielder, number 15, Dave Gold. Sanban, 指名打者、鬼塚実夫背番号16 Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 19, Oscar Munoz. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 6, Juan Andreu. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 77, Jerry Lish. Nanaban, Shorto, Kozono Kaito,背番号21 8番センター田口誠二背番号8 9番 Cha-cha. Hatakeyama Katsumi, Sebango 32. And the starting pitcher for today's game, the left-hander, number 12, Kevin Gaines! At some point, I'm going to get the transitions on that working. Hello, Gorgo and friends! And thank you for the follow, Stinkins. We are here at the Kyocera Dome, home sweet dome. Kevin Gaines, thank you for the plaudits, Gorgo. Kevin Gaines coming in, oh no. Oh no, his changeup became a change-oof. When did that happen? Well, someone's not getting an arbitration estimate this year. Okay, starting off. Top of the order here for the Niigata Komatsu Bears. Center fielder Kinoshita. Stinkins, I took Japanese language lessons, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, early pandemic. The skills have lapsed, but the pronunciation's still there. And I watch a lot of NPB, a lot. So Kinoshita beats out an infield single, and that'll bring up former Buffalo first baseman Mitsugu Matsuda. Kinoshita, notable base runner, so we're going to hold the runner here. 1-2 against Matsuda. Called strike 3. I mean, who needs a changeup when you can hurl 98 on the radar gun? Eduardo Garcia up next. Double play depth. Not necessary. Garcia out on a slider. And here is the phenom for the Bears, Akinori Suehiro. But he's up against a lefty, so his splits are worse. He will ground to Munoz, and that's a one. Well, not 1-2-3. They did get a hit. Ball did not leave the infield, let's put it that way. The Elastic Man starting things up here for the Buffaloes, and Morishita with a line drive into left. He counters, and he is aboard now. Morishita is a fantastic base runner. Nice Bill Marcano behind the plate. Not the greatest in terms of arm. Let's take a pitch and see if they think we're going to steal. Ooh, yeah.
Strike 3.
Strike him out, throw him out play. Dave Gold, downswing, Morishita down on the base paths. Onizuka will ground to the second baseman, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Buffs. Here's that catcher, Nice Bill Marcano. Lined right to Jerry Lish. Here is the ageless wonder, 44-year-old Tyler Austin. Gaines comes set. First pitch swing the opposite way. Andreu is there, and he hauls it down. Here's the DH today, Kihachiro Takagi. 1-2 from Gaines. On the ground, Morishita has it. Flips to Gaines. Clean sheet for the Buffaloes here, top of the second. Into the bottom half, and it's Oscar Munoz. Age might finally be starting to catch up with him, but that's going to bounce off the warning track. Munoz with a stand-up double. In prior years, that would have been over the fence, but at age 35, the game may be catching up to the maybe the greatest second baseman ever to wear the Buffaloes uniform. Here's Andreu now. Switch hitter, batting from the left side. Sakata comes set. 2 straight balls. There's a called strike. The 2-2 popped up on the infield a mile high. And the third baseman, Garcia, calls for it. Here's Jerry Lish now in a 1-2 hole. Grounded, back to the pitcher. Sacrifice hit. Munoz moves up to third. And here's the newest addition to the Buffaloes lineup in Kaito Kozono, acquired from the Yomiuri Giants a couple months ago, along with Tony Gonzalez, who you will remember pitched a one-hitter on stream last weekend. Kozono has struggled a bit,
Strike 3.
as you can see. That trade involved giving up 3 position players from the Buffaloes lineup: right fielder Takechi Egawa, center fielder Hiroshi Gushiken, and starting pitcher and shortstop Husashi Iwata. Here's the Bears' second baseman, Fumiya Kurokawa. Lined past the diving Jerry Lish and into left field. 110 miles an hour off the bat for Kurokawa. Not much of a base-stealing threat. Here's a shortstop, Shinji Kaneshiro. Probably better as a third baseman, but doesn't have the bat for it. Let's pitch to contact and get something on the ground. Lish waits for it. Can't make the double play. 1 down, and we're back to Kinoshita. Bring that, let's shallow up the infield here.
Strike 3.
Gaines is working some magic so far. The 2-1 to Matsuda. Fly ball to center. Taguchi ranging back. No score here. Bottom of the third. And Tags is leading off here. Line drive into right. Base hit. Taguchi is a notorious base stealer. But on a pickoff attempt, or a pitch out, I'm not sure if he's going to go. Takeyama will ground this to the second baseman, and that's a tailor-made double play. Maybe we should have sent him. Morishita will take a 2-out walk here. Dave Gold swings on 3-1, popped it a mile high. Kurokawa calls for it. Through 3, no score here at the Kyocera Dome. There's the third baseman, Eduardo Garcia, up against Kevin Gaines. Lined into right field, base hit. Just a single, though. Respecting the power of Suehiro. The 1-2. High drive deep to left field. Gold goes back, and that's mercifully staying in the park. Fantastic throw from Dave Gold to hold the runner to first. I feel like we got away with one there, gang. Yikes. Marcano walks. Runners at first and second with 1 out here for Tyler Austin. Full count. TA lines it to center field. Taguchi racing back. Has it. That ball 110 miles an hour. They're clobbering them off Kevin today. We might be dancing between the raindrops a little bit here. On the ground, Kozono goes the short way to Munoz. 3 hits, no runs apiece. And Jitsuo gets plunked. That's a 10 hit by pitches. Man, how much did this guy torch the league if he's become a ball magnet now? Alright, I gotta see this. Hold on. Expanded batting stats. Hit by pitch. Yeah, this is a new career high for him. Also, wow, leading the league in intent walks in 3 separate seasons. You love to see it. Onizuka off and running. Beats the throw on the pitch out. Runner at second base now. Munoz will ground it to Kurokawa. And instead of a double play, it's a runner at third for Juan Andreu. Infield drawn in. The 1-2, and he's plunked. That ball must have come in a little too far inside. Here's Jerry Lish now. Runners at first and second. Corners are in here. Andreu, not a base-stealing threat. Threat to do just about everything else, though. Lish, swing on the first pitch. Back to the first baseman. Unassisted force out. Second and third, 2 down for Kozono. And he's down swinging. I may need to find another way to deploy Kozono because this is... what happened when he left Yomiuri? I mean, his BAPIP is down almost 100 points, so something's up. Something's eating him. Top of the 5th, and a little tit for tat, Gaines plunks Kudokawa. That'll bring up Kaneshido. That's an atrocious bunt. Shinji attempts the bunt. It flies right back to Kevin Gaines. 1 down early. Fly ball center field. Kinoshita will fly out to his counterpart Taguchi. Low and outside, ball 4. Gaines now have to deal with Garcia. The 0-2 on the ground. Munoz has it. Still no score halfway through the game. Gaines at 77 pitches. We may need to start going to the bullpen. Yeah, we're going to leave Gaines in for Suehiro, and then we're going to go to a righty. Crud, all of our righties are tired. Well, this is going to be a fun game. Let's get... How did we end up in this situation? Did Yamanaka pitch... Does Austin split well? Yeah, Austin has some splits issues. Okay, so we're going to get Yamanaka warmed up just to deal with this big chunk of lefties coming our way. Taguchi rolls it to the shortstop Shinji, but he can't come clean with it. Takayama grounded to a double play last time. No throw. Taguchi with a clean steal of second. Up the middle, base hit. Taguchi's flying around third. But he stopped at third. Puts on the brakes. Runners at the corners. Morishita, nobody out, with a chance to undeadlock this game. Fly ball into left. Suehiro is there. Here comes the throw to the plate. Taguchi is going to get in ahead of it. Morishita with the game's first RBI. And it's 1-0 Buffaloes. And Takayama gets picked off first. What are we doing here? Okay. Alright. Gaines gets Suehiro. There's Kozono over to first. Okay. Do we want to try and squeeze a little bit more out of Gaines? Let's see if we can get him through one more inning. High drive to right field. Andreu goes back. Says he has it, and he does. Just in front of the track. The 1-2 to Austin. On the ground, Kozono into the shift. 1-2-3, top of the 6th. All right, now Gaines is at 96 pitches. Let's give Ishikawa the next inning. We'll go to Yamanaka for the 8th. Because that's just all righties, righties, righties. And then Waluigi for 4, 5, 6. Just the way we drew it up. Onizuka with a daring take on a full count. Oscar Munoz to opposite field, but the right fielder has it. Austin able to show some legs out there. They seriously are playing Tyler Austin in the outfield. Are you nuts? Andrew plunked for the second time today. Can we get this guy out of here? Boo! Jerry Lish. 1-0 count. On the ground, that should be 2, and it will be. I feel like that's the 3rd or 4th double play we've grounded into today. 3, yeah. All right, Gaines had a good game. Longtime reliever number 9, Akira Ishikawa, coming out of the bullpen. A stalwart member of the team, multiple times game saver, or our closer, but he's always been reliable, and this season is no exception. Takagi looks at strike 3. Pinch hitter coming in to replace Kurokawa. It's Takanori Fujita. Here's the 1-0 from Akira. Hammer down the line past a diving Lish, and that's going to roll all the way into the corner. Fujita's on his way into second base. One-0 to Kaneshido on the ground. Kozuno waits for it. 2 down. Ian Lewis, pinch hitter at the top of the lineup. Runner at the tying run is at third. The 2-2 to Ian Lewis, and he's plunked. This game has had so many hit by pitches. We've hit 2, Sakata's hit 3. What is going on here? All right, just get this guy out. Matsuda on the ground, base hit and RBI. This game is tied. One-two count on Garcia. Fly ball. Kozuno calls for it and makes the play. We're still waiting for Kozuno to have a signature moment with the Buffs, and this line drive to left, diving play by Suehiro. Well, that was close. Taguchi line drive into right, that's going to fall in front of Tyler Austin. Tags with a single. New pitcher into the game, Takuma Kubo. Sakata worked into the 7th, but will not escape it. Hatakema down the line and fair. That's into the right field corner. Taguchi is on his horse. He will come home and score. Buffaloes regain the lead. Here's Toichi Morishita. Now facing a left-handed batter. High drive, deep to left field, and that one's gone to the Owendon. It's his 8th home run of the season. He's only 22 years old. Toichi Morishita. Oh, you're going to be fun to build a team around. Tasty. Dave Gold drives this one deep to right. That's going to fall in front of Tyler Austin, who slams into the wall. Dave Gold with his 36th double of the season. Pinch hitter coming in for the designated hitter Jitsuo Onizuka, it's Misao Takeuchi. Batting 400 in limited playtime, and he's going to ground out. Here's Munoz now. Wild pitch. Ball's going to skitter away. Gold advances to third. RBI chance here for Oscar. Hammered down the line and fair. The Bears' soft, squishy bullpen has given up 3 extra base hits. And that will be the end of the day for Kubo. 1 out, 4 hits, 3 earned runs. Now it's Tsunetoshi Nakamoto coming into the game to face Juan Andreu. And he will watch ball 4 go past. Jerry Lish now. A chance to deepen the hole here for the Bears to climb out of. On the ground, Kaneshiro has it. That will end the bottom of the 7th, but not before the Bears untie and pile on here. Ishikawa is going to face Suehiro. And he will lose him. That'll be the end of the day for Akira. Fumikazu Yamanaka comes into the game. He will face Naisbel Marcano. Full count from Yamanaka. On the ground, Lish turns it around the horn double play. Pinch hitter now for the Bears, Morio Yamada. Right fielder / left bench. Popped up on the infield a mile high. Munoz calls for it. Yamanaka has a short outing, but that's all they need. Wait a minute, what am I doing warming Waluigi up? We're up by 4. It's not a safe situation. Let's give Sekimoto the 9th. Yamanaka's tired. Let's let him have a short appearance. Taguchi grounded up the middle. So he'll have a Moda show with 3 hits, but that's about it. Hatakeyama checks in with a single. If I'm not mistaken, that's Katsumi's 3rd hit of the day. Yes, it is. So that's 2 Moda shows on the occasion. Here's Morishita, launched one into the outfield. He's going to do the same here, but Austin's going to be able to get a mid on it. Coming into the game, Kosei Sekimoto nursing a 4-run lead. That should be enough, right? Right.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3, 98 on the radar gun. Here's the 2-2 to Fujita. Flared up the middle. That's going to fall in front of Taguchi for a base hit. Here's Kaneshiro, the shortstop. Sekimoto works. Kozuno onto Munoz. Back to first. Double play and ball game Buffaloes. 5-1 for the good guys. Hey Dish, good to see ya. Akira Ishikawa steals the win from Kevin Gaines, who pitched 3 shutout innings. Ishikawa let in the game-tying single, but was around for the game's RBIs. Hatakeyama with a double, and Toichi Morishita launching one into the left field stands. So we're probably going to speed run through the rest of the season. You know, just nurse injuries, make sure nobody continues to stink too badly. We're really giving Juan Andreu a trial by fire. The kid's only 20 years old. And when we get to the postseason, that'll be the opportune time for me to, if we need to save scum in order to get our pennant leader advantage, that'll be the opportune time for what may be the final edition of We Get Stuff in the Mail. slugfest of a series against the Spirit. Ugh. Looks like we lost that series against Rakuten. Alright, hop out of the fast stream. How's August looking? Okay, we're noodling around 500. Kozono is starting to get his batting average back up. Good to see. Now has 2 bombs with the Buffaloes. YY's coming back in 4 days. Morishita having himself a season. Hello. Tony G. 5-0 in his last 5 starts. So, like, Kevin Gaines. Yeah, change-oof. Later, buddy. He just couldn't figure out the change-up. Just couldn't figure it out. And Troyer is probably going to be denied arbitration as well because, good of a starter as he is, he did not have a good season with us. I mean, maybe we call him up? Maybe? We'll see. I also don't like that we got Shigemi Endo out of the rotation, but I mean, who else do we want to put in there? We're slowly nerds. Oh no. Oh no, Sasaki lost his stamina. Ugh. I was so hoping this kid would be one of our starters. Okay, is Toichi Morishita ready to get the call up, or is he a bust too? Okay, Akio's getting there. His brother, Toichi, is currently becoming one of our studs. But Akio, the elder of the two, our first round pick from 2031, still hasn't quite figured it out. Then again, if we ditch Gaines, then we do have another foreign player slot. We can acquire a pitcher. Tony G. That's the one-hitter against Hanshin we watched. He's only allowed 2 runs since. No wonder his morale is great. He was worth the acquisition. Even if I disagree with his jersey number choice. 4? No, double that up. Oh, 44's taken as well. There we go. Tony G wears number 66 now. I did do some poking around to see if we could pick up some foreign prospects. Jeff Krause looked interesting, but if he actually wants money, I'll pass. Gonzalez with another shutout. 10 strikeouts. And what a deal. Let's go take a look at the Giants and see how our old guys are doing. So, Egawa is not in the starting rotation. Iwata's gone 0-5. Change oof. Why are they not playing him as a shortstop? I don't get this. Instead they got this guy? I mean, defensively he's a stud, but... a minus 27 weighted runs created plus. Sure. Gushiken seems to have turned around his abysmal appearance in our big league club and at least is performing at or above expectations. Attaboy Goosh. There's a non-zero chance the Giants miss the playoffs. The Central League playoff race is interesting this year. The Dragons are knocking on the door. The Baystars and Giants are tied. The Carp just caught fire and ran away with it in June. They love doing interleague. And that's even with old friend Takao Okuma out for the rest of the season and the postseason too. Cat and Cub. He was so good with us, but he just couldn't hang on to his playtime. Good to see that he actually got like full time with the Giants and now the Carp. Morishita is up at 44 stolen bases. That's really good. Alright, are the Buffaloes... Okay, so the Buffaloes do still have some games, so we're going to do like a one-game rehab stint for YY. Who else is ready to call up? Sonoda? Sure, I guess. Bunzo Mori's finally turning it around. I'm hoping and praying Issei Yokoyama figures out... Well, he's got his 4 pitches. As a starter, I think he might actually make the rotation. But as usual, we have too many pitchers. I was really hoping Umeda would have a good season. He has not. But maybe we call him up, considering Adachi has not been able to get into any games. Yeah, let's do that move now. Umeda's been down on the farm. He's had a chance to get his head back on straight. I mean, Toichi Barishita could probably play a decent second base. Subpar, but we've got Oscar Bleep and Munoz. Why would we? And he could probably fill in at third in a pinch. Same with Juan Andreu, so maybe Jerry Lish... No, we were keeping Lish. Never mind. What am I talking about? Alright, the Bears and the Eagles fighting it out for that final playoff spot in the Pacific League. Giants not out of the woods yet over in the Central. The Tigers have suddenly caught fire, though. They're still well out of a playoff berth, but anything's possible. And Waluigi has strained his biceps. Hopefully he will be back in time for the playoffs. If not, we're going to lean on Ishikawa as our closer. YY comes back into the rotation. That's a good looking rotation there. And Okuma has proven to be worth every bit of his contract. He doesn't give you many innings, but innings you get are fantastic. I mean, 65, 65, 65 says it all. Old man Tokimasa Fuji heads to Sumitomo, the Arrows, but he's still injured. What are the Arrows doing? I don't get this. Are they just trying to sell jerseys? So fingers crossed Waluigi, aka Zaijiro Koide, comes back in time for the playoff push, or close enough to it. Old man Teruaki Sato leading the Central League in home runs. Old friend the Phenom Ryo Ota leading it in RBIs. Wow. And making a case for an MVP. I mean, it's not a terrible thing if you're pitching a starter with a change oof, is it? Okay, Scout's really high on Hisato Sonoda at age 23. Yeah, we can bring him up. He also thinks Andre is probably best as a third baseman. I mean, I guess? Like, chat, what do you think? Is 35 range enough to put at third? Versus 40 range in the outfield? I mean, no matter where I stick him, it's gonna be a defensive downgrade. And especially given the quality of players we have in those respective positions. Because third is covered by Jerry Lish. Right field has Captain Keiichi, who is having an absolute trash season. And the Hawks put 4 runs up against Ishikawa, and we blow that game. My closer, ladies and gentlemen. Munoz, batter of the month for August. Claims of his demise were premature. So Waluigi, or Koide, I keep calling him Waluigi because that's his nickname. I think Koide might be able to come back in time. Sasaki oblique strain, okay. Oh, by the way, this guy coming up to the bigs next season. This is why I don't mind too much about Dave Gold leaving. I know the avoid case stinks, but that power. Guys like 28 bombs in the minors last season. Actually, hold the phone. What am I doing? Has Umeda done better since his return? Okay, no, it's... I think he's gotten better. Yeah, actually, he has done better. Okay, so Umeda's safe. Yeah, I think Kazuya Ota is going to be getting the call-up next season. 21 years old, he's ready. I am not too proud to start the... to avoid starting the clock on my young studs. So Sonoda is going to be getting the call-up. I swear, we are cornering the market on lefties here. Maybe I do need to go out of my way and sign some righties in the offseason. YY is going to miss a start. Everyone in the Pacific League is below 500 except me. Oh, jeez. See previous comments about how we built a Death Star, and hello, Chunichi, you're in a playoff spot. Fortunately, you did it over the base stars, but... Onizuka's turning on the power surge, 23 bombs on the season. Jerry Lish starting to sneak into the MVP chase now. Kevin Gaines having himself a fantastic second half. Okay, so maybe we do keep Gaines. I mean, if your top 2 pitches are fantastic, who cares about the change oof? I do. I care about the change oof. So hopefully everyone's day today is off to a good start as we sit here and wait for my game to respond. Actually, this seems like a good time as any to do a segment. Yeah, we're gonna do the segment here. This is the 3rd time we're gonna get to do it. It is time for everyone's favorite segment. What's up my nose? Wait. No, sorry, that was incorrect. Sorry, the line is, we get stuff in the mail. And I have two things to show you today. The first of which I am wearing right now, and I've coveted this for a while. It is a Hanshin Tigers legitimate jersey. I have waited a long time to pick this one up because the Hanshin Tigers were my first love as an NPB team. And if you are a foreigner and you go to Koshien, their home ballpark, you can get a free jersey if you go to the museum along with the game. But that free jersey is like cheap. It's their giveaway jersey. It's not something like this. This is authentic, man. Like, they got stitching on all the letters. They got the tiger logo on the left shoulder. They gave you a sticker for the Joshin sponsor if you wanted to put it on the right shoulder to make it really authentic. And you'll notice, numbered, because on the back is Ryutaro Umeno, the catcher for the Tigers. I am stoked because Umeno signed a 3-year extension. He's my favorite on the Tigers, and I've coveted him in many of an out-of-the-park save. So that's Jersey 1. Jersey 2 has a bit of a story associated with it. So when I was doing my All Japan Great Baseball Train Tour, all 12 teams over 17 days, all by train, in 2019, when I was in Hiroshima watching the Carp, I had a chance encounter with someone. His name is Nick, and he is a close personal friend, wink wink, of the Carp's mascot, Slyly. And we got to talking, and he wished me luck on my journey, but he came back to North America a short while ago and decided, you know what, I've been collecting jerseys from my 5 years in Japan for so long. They need to go to a good home. So he opened it up on the NPB subreddit and NPB Discord, or NPB subreddit Discord, that he's looking to offload jerseys. And I knew that I wanted to get one, and I got a doozy. Check this out. This is a Tokyo Yakult Swallows Tsubame Power green alternate jersey. I mean, yes, the names on the sleeves aren't stitched on, but the front is. This is from the 50th anniversary season of the name, 2019 season. You notice there's a lot of 2019 associated with the jerseys I've gotten. The Bay Stars one is from that season. This one is from that season, because that was my trip. You will also note this one's got a number as well. And on the back, okay, you can't see. On the back is one-time Blue Jay, one-time Brewer, and reigning Japan Series champion, Norichika Aoki. The guy finally got his ring. And so I had to get this. And it fits well, and green, this is a sharp color. I actually need to get this jersey into Out of the Park Baseball because I don't have this word art. I have a different one for the Swallows. Yeah, he finally, well, I mean, it's a bummer because the Buffaloes lost this year in the Japan Series, but it's great that Aoki and Munetaka Murakami and Tetsuto Yamada and all the guys associated with the Swallows got their ring. If there was a team to lose to, that was it. Especially since this was a rematch of the 2001 Japan Series, which also featured the Buffaloes losing to the Swallows. So, that's it for We Get Stuff in the Mail. I honestly don't have anything else coming baseball-wise for now. And the game's unfrozen. How do you like that? And we have clinched... Is that a playoff spot? No, that's a pennant. Alright, so YY2 wants to stay. Normally, I don't give out contracts to fragile players, but given the dearth of starters we've got for next season, what does he want? 3 years at 2.8. We are actually running out of extension money at this point. Sorry, YY2, I gotta let you go. It's time for some rebirth. It's time to get rid of some of the chaff that is accumulated on our roster. I mean, YY himself has a player option for the coming season. Noguchi has a team option that we could probably void. Our competitive window is right until about 2038, as far as I can tell. My mistake for adding Gonzalez and Kozuno, a combined 5 million, to our payroll for the next few seasons. Oops! I mean, not like we don't have the budget for it. We're third in the league in that front. So Dishnet, if you like the color scheme, if you take a look on the Out of the Park development forums, look for my name, Tetsuiji. I have a thread, it's probably dead by now, on the mods for graphics. And in there I put the 2016 edition of this jersey, which has a different word art on the front, but is the same vibrant green. There's not enough neon in NPB or in baseball in general. I mean, the Swallows use this as an alternate jersey, not as like their primary or home or road. Oh, Totado out for 3 to 4 months. Unit lost. Alright, so we can't bring up Koi James. We have too many foreigners. And Koi's been spending the whole season down in the minors, so he's probably gone at the end of the season anyway. Who is on the 40-man we could call up? Ah, good, a righty in Sekiguchi. Let's give him a call. So yeah, we're 7th in the league in home runs. I know the manager or the owner was looking to improve on that. What do you want from me, dude? Look at the team we've assembled. You want bombs? Wait a year. We're gonna call up Kazuya Ota to play left. Because I can't afford Dave Gould anymore. 12 to 11 we win. Oi, oi, oi. Heart palpitations. And that's complete with Ishikawa almost blowing the save. Guys, a little bit of confidence going in. Okay, no, we're 9-3 in September. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Oh, hey, it's former Buffalo Owen Egan. Looks like he signed on with the Blue Jays and had a decent year. Decent-ish. He had only 6 games before he tore his Achilles tendon and was out for the season. That was almost my most clever pickup. But that Verschlagene heel of his. Sasaki still suffering from an oblique strain. Whatever, you're not missed that much. I'm so peeved that his stamina went from like 50 to 25. I had hopes. I had hopes for that kid. Carp clinching a playoff spot. Speaking of Slyly and those folks, oh, Chunichi might sneak into 2nd place. Hey, Sasaki's healthy again. Munoz is dealing with a thumb contusion. He'll live. Alright, so Sonoda not quite ready for prime time. Torn flexor tendon for Tadashi Akamine. Bye-bye. I have to do my cleanup of the minor leagues because usually anyone who's over 30 and not having green numbers isn't worth keeping. So like Koi, I feel comfortable releasing at this point. Shimamoto has never made the bigs. Let's keep him. Yeah, you know what? orange numbers, not worth keeping. Uezono. Yeah, useless. Like, these guys can catch on somewhere else. The problem with playing NPB is the minor league team does not have a roster limit, so in order to make sure your guys are actually getting, you know, play time, you have to clear it out of the cruft every once in a while. And Yamauchi, lovely mustache, but you are not going to be hanging around. There. Cruft clean, beat the fighters and extras. Our backup catcher, Tsukeiji Miyamoto, with a pinch hit single. So yeah, we're just coasting. It'll be the playoffs to see what this team is actually made of. Oh no, the Spirit collapsed. Oh, buddy. Hey, the Carp have won the pennant. Hawks missed the playoffs. Tough luck. The Bears have slowly poked their head above 500. Man, we must have just gotten all of our lunches eaten during Interleague. Dragons and Giants punch their ticket to the postseason simultaneously. As we sit and wait for the pictures that I told the game not to create to be created. Ryo Ota with another 100 RBI season. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, and YY's out with elbow inflammation again. Just retire, buddy. You've won everything. You got nothing left to prove. We need a starting pitcher. We can't bring up Troyer because we're already maxed out on foreign players because Juan Andreu is up with the big club. I mean, yeah, one win above replacement as a 20-year-old. Andreu's going to be fun to have around. You know what? Let's call up Tomokazu Yoshioka. Better to have an extra long arm in the pen just in case. I don't know what to make of Shigemi Endo. Changeup, good stamina. Picked him up in the offseason. He's durable, but he's also a jerk. And we have 200 RBI guys between Jeets and Oscar Munoz. I mean, what more can you ask for? Bears punch their ticket to the postseason. Eagles and Spirit down to are only one game separated. Oh, good to see our starting rotation on fire going into the playoffs. Gaines, Gonzalez, shocker. You want to talk about dependable arms? Eishoku Kawahara has been exactly what we needed for this rotation. That was a good acquisition. Yeah, I knew Troyer was going to be out of the league soon. Looks like Morishita's getting the call-up next year. He's on the cusp. Alex Longoria. Yeah, he's exposing the 40-man, whatever. Or on the Rule 5 draft. Kurosu's rounding into form. Can't wait till he's ready to come up to the big club. Yeah, age is finally caught up with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Poor guy. Jeets does not hit cheapies. 31 home runs on the year in his age 33 season. That's the most he's plugged in 4 seasons. And oh yeah, we still got him for another few years after that. Only the greatest DH to ever wear the uniform. Well done, Junjiro Matsumoto. New NPB hit record. Wow. Like, you guys are... No, like, this is the league that had Ichiro in it. And then Ichiro was beaten by Matt Merton. And then Matt Merton was beaten by Shogo Akiyama. And now it's Junjiro Matsumoto. I mean, 70 contact, 70 avoid Ks. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of expect that. What a stud. If I didn't have Munoz, I probably would have traded for him already. Ishikawa, pitcher of the month. Going 9 for 9 in save opportunities. Juan Andreu, rookie of the month. Not bad for the 20-year-old international prospect. Now let's see how the guys are doing over in the complex. We got Jose Morales, who is looking like our future second baseman. Absolutely dominant bat. Oscar Munoz too, basically. And then the Filipino, Gani Villar, or Valar, who will be Taguchi's replacement in center field. When these guys hit 19 or 20, I'm going to call them up to the minor league team. I mean, this in a center fielder? Why do I even bother going out to the market? All right, we may actually play the home season finale because it'll be a Tony G start, and it'll be potentially playoff making for the Spirit. And just a schedule note, after this we are going to raid into AZ Alex and the Backyard Project gold and silver drop simultaneously because it's the Backyard World Series. You do not want to miss that if you play Perfect Team. Okay, Waluigi will be back in the nick of time. We are playing this game because the Spirit and Eagles are tied. Oh, that looks fun. Welcome back to Dome Sweet Dome. We've been here an awful lot in this save, haven't we? We've already clinched the pennant. Thankfully, we don't have any, major injury concerns.
Strike 3.
Tony G off and rolling here. Excuse me one moment. Forgot to check the thing. Okay, the thing has been checked. And here's the new NPB hit king, Junjiro Matsumoto. 0-2 count against Tony Gonzalez, though. G blows him away. And we are going to get the out-of-town scoreboard up. And we're keeping it pegged on this game. Eagles versus Marines. This is a win and you're in situation. Good play by Taguchi out there. Who will be leading off the game? Nice to see Seiji get recognized as a leadoff hitter now. Old man Luis Rengifo, still playing. Age 39.
Strike 3.
And here's Morishita batting third today. Shot on the ground to the first baseman, Watanabe. Nothing doing. Oh yeah, 61. He has almost as many RBIs as stolen bases. Running threats. Running threats. Here's Watanabe right now. Big problem for most lefties. But Tony G is not just any lefty. Rengifo grounds this to Kozono. 2 down. Yuya Niimi, the DH today. That's lined into right. Andreu has it. Or it lands in front of him. 2-out single for Niimi. Hiromasa Ito. Coming up here. Off and running. Hatakema up throwing, and he's caught stealing. Katsumi the Cannon. That is his 14th runner thrown out this season. Munoz popped into right. 1 away. Eagles leading 2-0 over the Marines over at Zozo Marine Stadium, so that could be interesting. Andreu high to center field, but that's going to stay in the ballpark. Got a lot of it, not enough of it. Soga makes the play. Jerry Lish lines this into left field, base hit. Dave Gold holding up at second. Runners at first and second now for Kaito Kozono. He's going to ground this to the second baseman. That will end the inning. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yes. Hiromasa Ito. Eagles pouring it on now over in Chiba. 4-0 for Rakuten. No way. Oh, it's a different guy. Okay. That's not shortstop Hayato Sakamoto. It's catcher Hayato Sakamoto, who has basically spent a decade with the Spirit organization, but only made it into the bigs for 4 seasons. Career minor leaguer. Taguchi misjudged it a little bit, but is able to recover. It's third baseman Heita Endo. Popping to left. Dave Gold is there. 1-2-3 inning for Tony G.
Strike 3.
Hatakema down swinging. Taguchi grounds out. Here's Jeets.
Strike 3.
Out swing on a fastball away. Kanbu Emoto is having himself a game so far. 42 pitches, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. I mean, he's exactly who you want as a starter. Ridiculous. Meanwhile, I'm running out of guys. Kozono makes it look easy. Junjiro on a 3-1 count. Diving play by Taguchi. And that will take him out of the game. Uh-oh. Injured diagnosis pending right before the postseason. Maybe I should have benched my starters. Here's the Elastic Man leading things off with a leadoff walk. And is it any surprise he's off and running? 62 stolen bases for Toichi. He's running again here. And he's going to keep running. That's a bunt back to the pitcher and out at home. So much for that idea. Interesting fielder's choice there. Well, so much for that opportunity. Clearly, I got greedy. Watanabe now. Hard hit over the head of Kozono, beating the shift. And Kento stands at first. Here's Rengifo now. Pull hitter, so the outfield will shift. Tony G still working hard. Bunt attempt. They go to second for the lead runner. Why would you bunt Watanabe over? He's not that fast. Nimi lined right to Kozono. Is it possible to have a slow line drive? Because that kind of looked like it. 2-0 to Ito. Up the middle, Kozono was shaded, and he'll take it to second himself. Still 4-0 Eagles over Marines. Spirit need a win here in order to stay in that playoff chase. Jerry Lish drops in a single. Kozono strikes out.
Strike three.
Takayama strikes out. Takeuchi, who's getting his first at-bat today, will ground out. Here's the catcher, Sakamoto. Tony G is in his element. Rocketed up the middle by Endo, base hit. Your Soga, left-handed batter. Tony G trying to coax a double play out of him, but it gets past Lish. Runners at first and second. And it's Junjito. One from Tony G. Hard hit into left field. Base hit. Gold up throwing. Bases full of spirit for Junjito Minami. A 1-2 from Tony.
Strike three.
Karaburi Sanshin. Now we're back to Kento Watanabe. Deep shift here. On the ground, Lish has no play. The Spirit take the lead. Well, that was unexpected. Rengifo plunks this one to left, base hit. The Spirit are alive here, folks. 2-run single for Rengifo. You know what? Just to save time, let's finish the game. Spirit win, Marines win. The Marines come back from a 4-0 deficit. The Spirit, in that game, punched their ticket into the postseason. What on earth happened? Oh, the wheels just fell off. Oh, wow. That's impressive. The Marines back from the dead. End the Eagles' postseason hopes. So we don't know how long Taguchi is going to be injured. That's suboptimal, folks. So that's your postseason setup. The Buffaloes and the Carp have clinched their respective pennants and will advance into the second round with a one-game advantage. The Bears and Spirit, as well as the Giants and Dragons, will battle it out in the first stage. Waluigi is healthy again. I guess Yoshioka's heading down. Yeah, let's make that the move. Good to have Waluigi back in the closer role. No surprise, Junjiro Matsumoto batted .365 to win the Pacific League batting title. Katsunari Sasaki of the Dragons, Triple Crown winner. That's why the Dragons are in the postseason. Oh my goodness. Look at this. 18 wins, 1.17 ERA, 186 Ks, .77 whip, 10.4 K per 9, FIP minus of 46, FIP of 2. Oh, they are going to be riding him like a rented mule. And the Dragons are hosting. They got the one-game advantage. Or home field. And now we just sit and wait in panic for how bad Taguchi is going to be injured. Fractured fibula, out for postseason. This is why you never play your stars in the last game of the season, folks. Oh man, who do we have on the minors who can play center field now? Okay. I guess Akira Adachi is going to come back up. Yeah. Last ride for Akira. This is going to suck. That may be why we lose in the postseason. The Niigata Komatsu Bears allow only 2 runs over 2 games, sweeping their way into a matchup against your Oryx Buffaloes. Katsuhiro Oshima pitching 7 innings of shutout work. Well, all that work for the Spirit, and they squib out. All that work for the Dragons, and the Giants sweep them. Series MVP, former Buffalo Hiroshi Gushiken. I swear to God, if it's Buffaloes and Giants in the finals, or in the Japan series again, we've already faced them 7 times. We've beaten them all 7 times. So the best defense in the Pacific League up against the best offense in the Pacific League. while we wait for the game to save, allow me to say, time is precious, and I'm grateful that you are spending some of yours with me today. Okay, see, that's what we save scum to avoid. The pennant league winners are supposed to have a 1-game head start. And I've asked for this a few times from the Out of the Park developments. I even submitted it in a suggestion once again this year. They added the higher seed advantage for the KBO. They need to make it available at all levels. Not just the first round. Otherwise, I have to keep doing this. By the way, for those of you who play Perfect Team, how excited are you for this afternoon? Gold and silver packs? Like, yes, please, more. All of it. As usual in the postseason, we will only sim through or play through games if it's an elimination one, either for or against. What do you mean, what time does the celebration start, Great Scott? I'm not sure I follow. Alright, so we got our 1-game head start. In a game that doesn't actually happen, Dave Gold hits a 2-run bomb to put the Buffaloes ahead for good. Okuma to Sasaki to wah! Oh, the BYP World Series. 4 p.m. Eastern. We are going to raid into that, so if you stay tuned here, we'll get there in due time. So I did not realize this, but if you take a look back in Oscar Munoz this season went 28 for 60 against the Bears. No bombs, but 17 RBIs. Woof. Over in the Central League. Bit of a Pythag mismatch here if you take a look at it. But the Carp hope to knock the Giants out of their recent string of good luck. They've made it to the last 3 Japan series, winning one of them. And it was the one in which we didn't show up in because we got bounced by the Spirit in a 3-1 blown series lead. Alright, saving again. What the? As much as I hate to save scum, what on earth happened here? I hate that we're going to lose this, but wow! Like, that's their whole bullpen. And yes, we do save scum for the other team because what's good for me is good for them too. I'll do it one more time though. Only the one more. Because I know this takes up time. I'm trying to think about what different to do in the Saturday Starlight. We've already got the Bork rule, which states that if you're in a position to make the playoffs, you must trade for the longest tenured player who's never won a ring. Actually, that's a thought. I may post some of my house rules up on the Out of the Park forums and see who else has house rules to share. I've already done the can only make as many trades as your standings position from the prior year. I've already done that. I know there's ones like you must agree to every single trade that has been given or issued to you. All right, one more. It's gonna. I'm gonna dislike if it's Giants and Buffaloes again. I want to at least give the Carp a chance, or if we somehow lose this series and it's Carp versus Bears, I will be thrilled. That's another reason I'm looking forward to the Saturday Starlight. I can avoid doing the I can move away from the Death Star that we've built here. Apologies for the delay, folks. Alright, let's see if the Carp are going to behave. If not, we will just proceed. There we go. 5-1 win. Alright, save this because why not? I miss Hideo Ota. I mean, good for him to go out and get money from the Giants. I wasn't going to give any player who's fragile or wrecked that much dough. Well, I mean, I wasn't then. I'm kind of doing that now with Kaito Kozono, but oops. All right. Game 2 goes the Bears' way. 6-3. They get to Tony G early. So right away, it's a best of 5 now between the Bears and the Buffs. Uh-oh. Game 2 goes the Bears' way as well. Was Taguchi really the stick that stirred this drink? Meanwhile, the Carp have built up a 2-0 lead over the Giants. Way to go. I mean, that 24-1 score was hilarious, but nah, not in the playoffs. Not when that's supposed to be your one-game head start. All right. Oh no. The bullpen can't come up with it. Daiki Sasaki takes the loss. We're in a 3-1 hole, gang. Which means we're going to be playing out the rest of these 3 games to see if we can set up a date with maybe the Carp can pull off a sweep. This is a continuing saga of the Kozono deal was a bad move. I should have just traded for Tony Gonzalez. Alright. We've got to play this one. Yonamine on the bump up against Norihiro Imo. Masuo Umeda in the DH spot instead of Jitsuo Onizuka. Keiichi Noguchi getting the start instead of Juan Andreu. YY2 in his walk year. Gives up a leadoff walk. Here's Mitsugu Matsudo again. Yes, we did just see these Bears earlier this stream session, but now it's postseason time. We're going to be seeing a lot of them. Off and running. Sakumoto steals second without a play. Full count to Garcia. Rocket into right field, and that one's gone to the Owendon. It's Bears leading early. Garcia with an absolute piss missile. Suehiro pops this one up on the infield. Lish calls for it.
Strike 3.
And Marcano strikes out. But the Bears, with one swing and one hit, have taken an early lead here. Trying to punch their first ticket to the Japan Series in franchise history. The Spirit took one away from the Buffaloes 3 seasons ago. Otherwise, it's been all Oryx for the last decade. 2 ground outs to shortstop. Umeda, the big station, fly ball to center. Soga is there. Oh, sorry, that's Dave Rivera. Hey, Dave Rivera is healthy again. Wow, he's good. Shigemasa Matsuda, off-season signing. Playing right field today. Popped up in the catcher spot in foul territory. Hatakeyama makes the play. Tyler Austin now, 44 years old, trying to get to the Japan Series. On board with a 1-out walk. Dave Rivera. On the ground, Lish has it. That's only going to be a fielder's choice. Austin coming in, spikes high. Avoids the double play. Kurokawa flies to center. Takeuchi has it. Oscar Munoz high to right, but Matsuda says he's got it. Here's the first baseman, Morishita. On the ground, Kurokawa has it. Here's Dave Gold, batting 6th today.
Strike 3.
Called, strike 3 on the inner half. Slider gets him. Back to the top of the order. Yonamine laboring 46 pitches through 2
Strike
innings.
3.
High fly ball Matsuda. Gold says he has it. 2 down. Here's Garcia. On the ground, Morishita diving play. Fantastic work by a potential Gold Glover over at first. Kozono on the ground. 1 down. Takeuchi now, 3-1 count. Punch to the shortstop, Kaneshiro. 2 away. Oh, sorry, that's Sakumoto. Man, they must have gotten a lot of people back from injury.
Strike 3.
Or fatigue. Imo is having himself a game to start off in Game 5. I don't think he's allowed anything through the first 3 innings. Nope. Marcano lined into right. Noguchi's there. Full count to Matsuda. He's aboard. Things are getting out of hand. Tyler Austin, full count.
Strike 3.
Karaburi Sanshin. Rivera lined into right. Noguchi has it, pumps it. Bases full of Bears. And it's Kurokawa. This may be the last at-bat for Yonamine if he's not careful. 1-1. On the ground, Munoz dives and can't come up with it. It's an infield single. That'll be the end of the day for Yonamine. Juro Tanimoto comes into the game now. Mr. Ground and Pound himself. Kozono flips it to Munoz. The hole has deepened, but it's not impossible. It's 3-0 Bears. Noguchi grounds it to Kurokawa. 1 away. Here's Jerry Lish now. 2-1 count. Past the diving shortstop Sakumoto. First hit of the game for the Buffaloes. Here's big station Masuo Umeda. Foul ground, and there's lots of it. Matsuda says he has it, and he does. Munoz, pop flying to right. Matsuda is there. We're going to let Tanimoto go for a little bit while I figure out who the heck else to put into this game. Uh-oh. Did I just pitch to Suehiro? Okay. The movement on Tanimoto's stuff neutralizes just about everyone. Let's get Sekiguchi warmed up. Oh, they got lefties coming up. Okay, so let's ride Tanimoto at least one more inning. See if we can get out of this mess. All right. There's a walk. Morishita fakes the run. Now he's off and running. Marcano throw is late. Dave Gold, high fly ball to center. Rivera is there. Morishita beats the throw into third. Now it's Kozono. The bunt attempt, that's a piss poor bunt attempt. And Takeuchi strikes out. Trying to get something, anything going here. Come on, give me that Bears bullpen. Matsuda gets the deep shift. Down swinging. The 1-2 to Austin.
Strike 3.
Slider gets the job done. With Tanimoto close to... oh. He says he can go a little bit longer, but I think with a bunch of lefties coming up, we're going to flip over to Kaita Honda as our next pitcher out of the pen. Noguchi, high drive to right. Matsuda into the corner. 2 down. Lish up the middle, base hit. He's the only one who's gotten hits today. 2-out single for Jerry.
Strike 3.
Umeda looks at strike 3. Kaita Honda coming into today's game. Out of the Buffalo's bullpen, trying to keep it at only a 3-run deficit. Gets Rivera swinging on a curveball. Kurokawa launched into right. That's going to land in front of Noguchi. Here's Sakumoto. Rocketed into the outfield gap. That got past Takeuchi. He's got it, though, when he's throwing into the infield. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Infield is in. Past a diving Munoz, base hit. 2 runs will score by the former Buffalo Mitsugu Matsuda, burning his old club. Garcia on the ground. 2 down now. Here's Suehiro. Always dangerous. That's going the other way into the outfield gap. That's another RBI. Likely Pacific League MVP has put his team on his back. That's a wild pitch. Suehiro will move up to third. Full count here on Marcano. Outside ball 4. The 0-1 to Matsuda. Popped up into right. Munoz runs it down. This has been a humbling experience. You know how people always say that the playoffs are a different beast, and all these guys who go X for, like 110 wins and just lose 3-2 in the division series. We've been lucky enough to avoid that so far today, or in this save. We've had a 9-game, or 9-year, Japan Series streak, the V9 Dynasty. And now we're seeing the other side of that. The memes, this is effectively a 4-game sweep. We had our head start, and we hadn't picked up a win since. Rivera off and running, and he's in there safely. Kudokawa flies it to center. Takeuchi, just in front of the track, has it. Rivera advances to third. 0-2 on Sakamoto. Called strike 3. Bottom of the 8th now. Shinji Matsuda. Kozono with a leadoff walk. The man has not had a hit this postseason. Then again, neither have Noguchi or Umeda, but they have also only appeared in so many games. Noguchi flies this one to left field. Suehiro has it. The Bears are an inning away from closing this game out, or from completing the unthinkable and sweeping the Buffaloes out of the postseason.
Strike 3.
Good show by Sekiguchi to keep it a 6-run game. Ronnie Ramirez coming in to try and close this one out for the Bears. Lined into center field, base hit. Lish has a 3-for-4 day. He's doing everything he can to keep this team in this game. Umeda had a rough season, and that may just about end it. Here's Munoz. High drive to center field. Rivera is there. Morishita on the ground. Sakamoto has it. The Bears have completed an incredible performance, sweeping the Climax Series final stage against the Oryx Buffaloes. The Japan Series calls for the second expansion team in the Pacific League. And I think we all need a moment to process what just happened. Well, that sucked. You wanted someone new in the postseason? You got it. Uh-oh. Here come the Giants. Never mind. The Hiroshima Toyo Carp win their Central League Climax Series in 6 games. dunking a 6-spot on the Giants in the 4th inning. Oh, they just teed off. Iwata had a bad game. So is in Honda, a worse one. So, there's your playoff treat. It's Bears versus Carp. Will the Japan series finally come to an expansion team? Or will the Hiroshima Toyo Carp, nursing at this point in the game a 55-season championship drought, finally bring it home to the Chugoku region? Yeah, you know, for all the talk of the curse of the Colonel and all that stuff, the Carp have an even longer championship-less streak. So we're going to play through the rest of the postseason. Oh, hey, we got the draft pool. We are going to flip over to Perfect League soon, or Perfect Team soon. All right, let's see who we got here. Lots of good pitchers in this set. Toshiro Nakamura looks like my kind of guy, but the stamina's crap. 2-pitcher guy in Fujioka. Asahi Fujita looks like he could be solid. If I get a choice, Takahiko Ota, because he's a 2-way guy. Hello, sir. Probably not best as a second baseman. I'd probably move him to first. Or maybe even left field, but it's an option. Screwball pitcher. Okay. We'll have to see who actually falls to us. And then we take a look at the batters. No, not that Masahiro Tanaka, just the other one. That could be a decent shortstop or second baseman. Him too, Sueo Okada. Fujigami looks kind of eh. As a good catcher? Who knows? Yeah, there are no good catchers in the draft this time. Center fielders, or second shortstops, a couple decent options. Fumitoshi Ishida might be the best one of the bunch. I mean, we're drafting last anyway, but they think we're going to go with Arakawa? This guy? We already have someone with power bats. His name's Kazuya Ota, and he's joining the club next year. So that was kind of a downer end to the season. None of the posted players from the Korean leagues look that good. And the winner. Oh, hey, YY's back. Yeah, great timing there, chum. Where were you before? Funny how when an episode titled simply nice, we lose in a sweep. Carp build up a 2-0 lead. Nothing can stop the Hiroshima Toyo Carp. For the first time in 55 seasons, the Carp will lift the Japan Series banner. It is the first time in 13 years that a team not named the Buffaloes or the Giants have lifted the championship. YY has executed his player option and will be with the team for one more year. Probably his last. Noguchi, okay. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Good of a player as he is, he played absolutely atrociously last year. You have to think, is that accurate to what he was before? You know what? We always could use more captains. We're going to keep him. I mean, we have the top two prospects in baseball in Valar and Morales. People now being fired. Whoa! We now have an extra player on the roster. Or player spot. Nobody has wanted to be posted yet, which is good. Out of my club. So, with things the way they are, and Andreu turning in a fantastic season as a rookie, all things considered. Taguchi. Such a shame. Alright. I'm going to take care of arbitration and all that stuff off stream. I do want to flip around and we're going to rip some packs before Backyard Project starts up. So we're going to flip over to our 4 perfect teams. The Centurions made it to Diamond, but even though we wound up in the small Diamond League, the one with only 22 teams, we're like 3rd last, I think. Not worth looking at. As for the Privateers, last I checked, they are leading their Bronze League. And they've got 45,000 points. Is that enough to get Tip O'Neill or Russell Martin? No. So I don't know what we're going to do with this club. Do I put it all into packs? Maybe not all, but I'm thinking like a 25 pack rip sounds fun. At this point, just get Tip. Oh wow, 100 win season. Who knows, I might actually be able to stick in Theme Team Silver this year. Yeah, let me just check. Oh, no Russell Martins. Cheap deal on a Victor Martinez, though. Wow. And Tip's still up in the 250,000s. I'm going to regret this, but what the hey, there's only another month or so of this game anyway. Okay, that's not true. Perfect Team 22 will continue for another year, but once the new game comes out, a lot of people just get up and move. Oh, that might sell. Storm Davis part of the loyalty mission. Okay. Already we're above value. Go get him. Diamond card, Robinson Cano. Historical All-Star Beltray Diamond mission? Oh, someone's going to be happy this guy's going on the market. The packs are spicy hot today. We've already made positive value for the whole rip run. Alright, double silver. Historical one is Todd Walker. Prime Performers from New York. Okay. Get you up on the auction house, good sir. Smiling Stiffs. Whole bunch of nobody. Nope. Still no. Spencer Turnbull, silver for the Detroit Tigers. Ooh, that's a good pack. Junior Spivey. Oh, yes. Okay. And the Syndergaard get me over the line on any mission. Nope, quick sell. I hope this pack luck carries over to the packs only team. I hope I'm not shooting my shot here. Because the packs are hot today. If we get Tip O'Neill, I'm going to flip. Because that is fish upon wish level. Set Fetty for Luis Garcia. Nick Anderson. Alright, gold for Ranger Suarez. He's been a solid card for the packs only club. Build a Legend, Juan Marichal. That's another pack. Dan Driesen for the Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, might as well keep him. Joe Christopher for your New York Mets. Keep him. Jonathan, puns will get you everywhere in life. Alright. So, some really fun cards going back onto the auction house. We might get Tip O'Neill yet. Now I guess I should go complete the Juan Marichal missions to get some more packs. I suppose. Christian Pache. Whole lot of nope. Double silver, Chris Volstad for the Marlins. Oh, he's going up on the market. That'll be worth it. Oh, triple silver. I didn't even notice Rowan Wick. Good Canadian kid, Rowan Wick there. So how far away are we from the Marichal missions? Ah, we have made no progress on the silver one, so we'll move on from the privateers. Don't mess with a good thing, and right now, they are indeed a good thing. Now, as for the Bob Cajun Bobs, I don't think they're sticking around in silver. I wasn't able to get my theme team friend list together because last weekend was absolutely bonkers. Last week was too. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, we're already eliminated. And although Bobby Matthews' price is coming down, it's still not in my range. Bob Johnson is not a card worth having. That's the regular Bob Lemon for the postseason missions, which I am nowhere close to completing. Bob Neiman. Loyalty mission. Tempting card, but I'm full up with outfielders between my various Bobs. Similar issue with Bob Watson. Like, I don't know where I'd put him. So, 25 card rip here. Oh, we lost an extras. Locker blew it again. And then we'll go over to the St. Louis do haha jokers and see what we can pull there. Alright, live gold out the chute. That's a good start. Lucas Sims. Sad Fetty for him. Freddie Leach. Top silver in this one. Team missions for Philly. Yeah, we'll put him up on the auction house for that. Healthy amount of historicals there. Not a heck of a lot else. Brandon Nimmo for the Mets. Whoa! Okay, sir! Roy Campanella Negro League star card. Which I can't use. Ugh. Alright. If anyone wants him on the cheap, go get him. But at least that makes money back on this pack run. Bill Lee, the Spaceman. Historical All-Star for the Reds. Oh, I'll hang on to that, sure. Dinelson Lamet. Not a heck of a lot else otherwise. Jeff Suppan for the Hudson mission. Yeah, let's put him up. Alright, so that was the third historical perfect I've ever drawn in this game on a theme team that cannot use him. That's the kind of way it's been. Anyways, let's go check in on the St. Louis do haha jokers, who have a fair share of packs to rip. 15 of them to be precise. And we'll see if we can actually hang in at silver this time around. If we finish up all the perfect team stuff, we're going to go back to the Stampede. I mean, we're kind of in the group of death here, but we are out of a relegation spot by a solid 8 games. Well done, you mighty jokers. Let's rip some packs. See what we got here. Alright, not a good start. 4 bronzes, a lot enough. So, Brent, it's not that I can't use historical cards. That's a Bob-only theme team. Roy's name is Roy, not Bob. That's why I can't use the Roy Campanella card on the Bob Cajun Bobs. Oh, that'll help me for, oh, I already have a Pablo Lopez. I enjoy theme teams, but I think 2 is a little too many for me this time around. Next year, it's going to be mainline, 1 theme team, and I still have to design the jerseys for the British Red Ensigns. Hey, Really Vanilla Gorilla. Well, first off, fantastic name. Second, thank you for the follow. Also, thank you to Willies. I didn't spot you earlier. So 1 theme team, 1 packs only, 1 mainline. I think that's what my setup is going to be for next year. Alright, a couple historical cards coming through here. If I seriously wasted all my pack luck on the theme teams instead of this one, I'm going to be fuming. Oh, gold card, it's Nick Anderson again. Bob Robertson, PT23. No, I'm not going to do the Bobs for next year. That's... No. The British Red Ensigns is going to be Commonwealth countries only. So Canadians, a good chunk of the Caribbean, Australia, New Zealand, the UK. I feel like I can get a good group of players through that. Also, I haven't put a team together with red as one of its colors. Joe Musgrove helping me out on the Padres selects. Carlos Santana getting me closer to Charles Nagy Gold. Team Mission 2 Cleveland and Prime Performers Mets. That's a solid rip right there. Bunch of nopes. These guys clearly need the silver and gold packs that the Backyard Project finale is going to be dropping in 18 minutes, so stick around on this channel. We're raiding into them. Here's the 1 gold pack I did collect. There's a diamond in there too. It's Walker Buehler. And that means 4 more packs. Oh, and Kirby's a duplicate too. Alright, so that nets me 6 more packs to rip open. See what else we got duplicate-wise. And that'll net me 1 more. See, this is why I like the packs-only team and having your drops connected to the packs-only team, because it helps build it up a lot faster. Hey, Name Game Jeff. That's another pack. And that reminds me of that one meme clip of Jeff Purdy. See if you can find it on online. It's a good one. Alright, not a heck of a lot out to shoot. Danny Duffy, silver for the Royals. That's a new silver. Hey, gets me closer on the trade deadline missions. Ah, because he's a Dodger, of course. Yeah, I burned all my good pack luck. Teoscar Hernandez. Okay, there we go. Sonny Gray, duplicate. So that's 1 more pack. And Mike Morse for the Washington Nationals. Helping me out on team missions. Quick sell all these guys. Not enough for another pack. Any new missions? Yes, Mike Piazza Bronze. Which unlocks Mike Piazza Silver. Which locks Mike Piazza Silver. Piazza? Piazza? The one thing about Japanese is at least all the characters are pronounced the same. English is what happens when you try to teach Vikings German and you're a Latin monk. No way! Welcome to the St. Louis du Haha Jokers, Ty freaking Cobb! I take all my comments back about the pack luck. SB, dude, gotta keep it PG-13 in here. Like I'd sell him. Like I'd sell him. Ty freaking Cobb! Somebody get Dishnet on the line. Okay, I gotta screenshot this. The packs are hot today! Yeah, I'm spamming this on Discord. Excuse me a moment, folks. Oh. Oh, that's just perfect. Yeah, it was worthy of if you're gonna drop an S-bomb, that's where you drop the S-bomb. Okay. Holy smokes. Who goes down? Is it Bradley or Dykstra? I think it's Dykstra. Come here, you. Oh, Pinstripes looks good on him. And we are going to make you fly like the wind. Yeah, that was off a standard pack. Okay, now I got to rejig my lineup here. Okay. So, we now have Ty Cobb. Let's move Clubhouse Cancer theme gorilla. No. Honestly, I think a lot of those stories may have been exaggerated, in part because of Ken Burns' baseball, definitely had a hand in that. Who knows? Who can say? Alright, so Juan Soto is not batting well enough to be our DH. Let's hand that over to my good friend Doggy Miller. Trammell is going to flip with Nomar. Bill Spires in. Yeah, that's fair. And let's get Bradley in as an alternate instead of Hack Wilson. I want to train him up more there. Doggy does not start against catcher, not while we got Fisk and Johnson. So let's do leadoff Bill. And Nomar, Cobb, Doggy, Enos, Carlton, Hack, Terry, Adam. Okay. Now against lefties. Against lefties, everyone stinks. Do we put Doggy in? No, not. Yeah, you know what? Doggy's gonna get some starts in over Hack. And line up Bradley, Trammell, Cobb, Enos, Terry, Doggy, Walter, Carlton, Nomar. I'm just grinning, man. This is ridiculous. I'm silently just grinning here. Everyone else in my Silver League is going to be going, where the heck did this guy get Ty from? And Martin Prado is going to help out on a mission. Well, I'm awake now. So now I do feel like going in to check out the Epcot Centurions. The packs have been so good to me today. So good. I'm going to invest some time in on the Centurions. Oh, yeah, we got a perfect team to draft, too. So, no, we're not going to be going back to the Stampede. We're going to finish up with the Centurions. And we're going to draft this Sunday Perfection. And this will take us right into Backyard Project. All right. Here we go. Oh, the perfect round is always the toughest. I'm actually running Hanlon on my mainline club right now. Not Banez. Is it A-Rod? Or is it Ichiro? Nah, it's Ichiro. Ooh, Diamond Pete Rose sounds like a good option. Not Burgess, but I'm going to count. That's the first catcher we've seen today. Do we go with Gloss? Not Gloss. Okay, Pete Rose. So let's move Ichiro to center. Alright, that's catcher count 2. I feel like I've got better options. Sorry, catcher count 3. There's Wally Shang right there. Yeah. We're going to go with Doc Ayers here. Clyde Milan is usually good for a center fielder, but not when you've got Ichiro. Let's get some starting pitching here. Like Pete Shorek looks like a good option. Wow, pitchers aplenty. We're gonna go with Jason DeRocher as our closer. Alright, catcher count is up to 4. I'm not taking Paul Loduca. Good as he is. Actually, no, like, you know what? I'm willing to dump on catcher ability. Let's get Paul Loduca. That's a good bat to have. Dick Bartell is shortstop? I think Dick Bartell is shortstop. Ugh, and of course, next up is Freddie Perrin. Whatever. Pete Hill at left would be kind of fun to run. Alright, so there's... Oh, geez, that's 7 catchers now. Okay. Yeah, we're not taking Wilson Contreras. Or Henline. Let's take Pete Hill. Play him in left. Pete Hill and John Romano. Let's do it. Now we don't have to worry about the catcher count anymore. Debs Garms looks like a fun guy. Really interesting bat. Yeah, you know what? DH and backup guy? Sure, let's do it. And let's do Jesse Hahn. Yeah, let's do Jesse Hahn as our to join the rotation. All right, we are bereft of certain positions, so we might need to fix that. Ryan Sandberg at second base? Sure. Let's go Norm Charlton. Yeah, I mean, Lavagetto is an interesting third baseman. Certainly a better option than Debs Garms, but you know, let's go with Lavagetto. Oh, here's all the good position players. All right. Old friend Eric Hinsky. Get Dwayne Henry into our bullpen. Too many good catchers. I feel like we're good on outfielders, at least at the quality we need. Ugh, I should have gotten Andy LaRoche. Anyways. Let's get Wes Helms as a backup first baseman in case LaDuca needs to catch. We need pitchers. Holloway looks like a good option. Stamina stinks. Alright, Chassin or Browning? Let's go Browning. Then... No, given this is mostly pitchers, I think this is going to be a double pitcher round. So, righty, righty, lefty. Let's go with Chassin. Let's get another lefty up here. Manny Lee for utility infielder. Huascar Inoa. Yeah, let's get Huascar out of the bullpen. Alright, we probably should get a backup outfielder at this point now. Ooh, Madrigal, yes. Wait, Tony Kemp, even better. Why not both? Well, ideally I want one more good pitcher out of in the bullpen. Derek Holland. Let's do Arodis Vizcaíno. Let's do him. So we got Kemp as backup outfielder. Well, I'll adjust the lineups later. Paulo Duca should not be benched at any point, though. I like the idea of Garms as our DH. What was I looking for? Oh, yeah. So we could use another shortstop, another center fielder. More importantly, we need pitchers. Better be 3 pitchers in here. That'll work. And then 2 more backups. Let's go with Usturis or Castro? Usturis. Pass on Canadian kid Josh Naylor. Let's get Johnny Watwood. Here. Nobody gets tired on my watch. Yeah, let's move Inoue out of the bullpen, or out of the rotation, put Chassin in. That looks a lot better. Whoop! We gotta wrap up. So, that will do it for me. I'm gonna keep noodling away over here, do the arbitration and all that stuff. We are gonna go raid Out of the Park Development's official channel. It's the Backyard Project finale. Enjoy the drops, everyone, and hopefully your pack luck is as good as my pack luck has been. Firage, take us out. Have a great weekend. I will catch you on Wednesday for Warriology.